The first time I ever saw Michael Jordan was in 1981 at the McDonald's All-American game in Wichita, Kansas. As soon as I saw him on the court, he was different. Every practice session was like Game 7. And he did that relentlessly every single session. Okay, he's dominating us. He's the best player in the gym by far. We see this. But can he do it against NBA players at that next level? 1984 Olympic team, we went on somewhat of an NBA tour against NBA All-Stars to prepare for the Olympics in LA. All the stars showed up. Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, Kevin McHale. The best player on the court was Michael Jordan, this junior from the University of North Carolina. And I think ultimately, it was the preview of the greatest player of all time coming on the scene.
We are at capacity for the first ever event here at the Hoosier Dome in downtown Indianapolis. What a magnificent venue.
The exhibition game. The starting lineup for Team USA. A 6'1" sophomore from Washington, D.C. and Duke University, number 24, Pete Reynolds. A 6'4" senior from Barberton, Ohio, at the University of Arkansas, number 8, Brooke Grant. A 6'9" senior from Brandon, Florida, and Vanderbilt University, number 18, Jeff Turner. A 6'7" sophomore from Brantley, Alabama, and Auburn University, number 45.
Welcome, everyone. Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello and David Aldridge on the sideline. Mike, the crowd is buzzing as we get ready to see Team USA going head-to-head with a team of NBA stars.
You could understand the excitement in this building. And it's easy to see why some of the best collegiate athletes in the nation on Team USA. While the NBA star squad is just stacked up with their top-tier talent.
Now this game, Clark, only an exhibition contest, but the fans, my goodness, they seem pretty invested already.
And I can see why, Kevin. What a sight to behold. I mean, this might even be a once-in-a-lifetime assemblage of talent. That goes for both of these teams. I mean, you don't often get a chance to see this many big-name players on one court.
I am so glad you and I are here to see it. Out there for Team USA, we've got Steve Alford and Michael Jordan at the 1 and 2, then Chris Mullin at the small forward, Wayman Tisdale at power forward, and down low, it's Sam Perkins. And out there for the NBA stars, Isaiah Thomas is running things at the point, with Jim Paxson and Mark Aguirre at the 2 and 3. And then it's teammates Larry Bird and Robert Parrish filling out the front court.
We know this game doesn't go on anybody's record, but you can tell these players aren't about to come out here and just make each other look good. I think that speaks to the quality of the players on these two squads. These are all true competitors.
And now Team USA on the break. And plenty of storylines to cover, but our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, as usual, is all over it. David.
Thanks very much. Now, everyone knows these are just exhibition games, but neither the Olympic team nor the NBA stars have any intention of taking it easy on one another. The tone seems to be surprisingly serious among these players. Guys, back to you.
Well, that's going to be interesting. David, thank you. I don't know what to expect from tonight's game, Mike. It's going to be fascinating to watch.
To me, that comes as no surprise. No matter the consequences of your game, you always want to play your very best.
Against the best, correct? I mean, my goodness. Back to Thomas. To the right side. And another turnover here by the NBA star. I could only make this game more interesting to watch as a fan. Clark, the fact that both teams are playing for keeps is so interesting.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this contest is going to be full of a lot of up and down basketball. If you blink, you're going to miss it. I'm expecting a lot of high-intensity, high-effort play for both sides to be pushing themselves to be at their best.
Clark, there's so much to be excited about watching this unique matchup. But the biggest question is the most obvious one, and that's who's going to win this game?
Look, I don't want to be a guy that fudges on picks, but it could go either way, Kevin. I mean, Team USA has a lot of hungry and ambitious young talents, but don't expect the NBA stars just to show up and roll over. I think they also want to win this thing.
They got a lot of pride, don't they?
Yes, they do.
That bucket puts Jordan in double figures for scoring. Nicely done.
You know, one of the major offensive weapons out there for Team USA is Michael Jordan. He plays and scores at a very, very high level and could maybe give some of these NBA stars a run for the money. We know he's competitive, and he's certainly going to try to prove a little something out there, that's for sure.
Well, Jordan is also special because he's fun to watch. Once he takes that first step to go on the attack, you can't take your eyes off of him. He's a remarkable young talent.
Michael Jordan attacking right away, looking to get something going here.
Using his tremendous strength and body control, Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
Back to Thomas. To the paint. The shot's good from Paxson. One guy we're going to keep a close eye on tonight, Mike, and this one is Michael Jordan out of North Carolina with a ton of promise.
And everyone wants to see how he measures up against real pros. No better time to get a sense of what he might be capable of in the NBA.
Passes it to Alford. Stolen by Parrish. Fast break, it's the NBA star. The shot's good from Paxson.
Nice vision by Aguirre, creating an easy scoring opportunity by finding the open man.
Here's Perkins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
A well-timed feed was the catalyst for that bucket. That's how you set someone up for success.
Thomas passes to Parrish. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Parrish has got his second bucket of the night.
Parrish cleaning it up for his team, using his length to protect the play and get them the basket.
Down low, Tisdale laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half. Right away, you're impressed by the play of Team USA. This squad may be built from amateur pieces, but all of these guys are at or close to a true NBA skill level.
Mike, I don't think there's any question about it. Some of these guys are definitely going to leave the summer games headed to the league. So you do expect them to be playing at close to a pro level even now. But I have to agree with you, this just isn't some scrappy university team we're looking at.
Right away, Bird is hitting back-to-back buckets. What a start for him.
Bird is really good inside because he uses both hands and that 6'9" frame to get the shot to fall despite solid defensive pressure.
They shoot again, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The coach with the start of this game behind us. Right now, it's Team USA who's out on top.
I'm sure this has not been the start the NBA stars were expecting, but Team USA came out swinging, and right now they're in control.
And the Stars going with a whole new group out there now. Team USA also making some changes. Ewing comes in for Sam Perkins, and Person subbed in for Mullen.
I seriously doubt that was the shot that they were looking for right there.
And the defense wants those type of shots. He played right into it.
Kept alive, Ewing dishes to Jordan. It's deflected.
Slamming the door on Jordan, yeah. The NBA stars aren't going to give away any good looks.
The Stars trail by 7. Mike, we're pretty far into this game. How do you like what you've seen so far of Michael Jordan?
I gotta say, I'm impressed. He's playing against some of the country's best pros and making a real impact out there.
What a talent. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
Team USA have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Free throw good, Jordan. And Team USA making a change here. Turner's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's making them count at the charity stripe. No surprise there.
To the inside, McHale. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
Yeah, Seasting has good vision on the floor. He finds the ready shooter and makes sure he gets fed.
Rejected by McHale.
Some savvy defense from the NBA stars. Outworking the younger guys. Pure effort there. He just wanted it more.
The NBA stars trail by 7.
Something that's really making this game special is this crowd. I'm told it's over 60,000 people who packed in here to see Team USA take on the NBA stars.
Reed finds Williams. And here's Reed over Jordan. Reed misses. And with a decent amount of this game already gone, Michael Jordan has been, coach, just superb on offense.
Yeah, this NBA star squad has not been able to shut him down. And he's outpacing Larry Bird in terms of scoring because of it.
Can you believe what you just said? Outpacing Larry Bird. I mean, it's amazing.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah. Here's Seasting. The shot, no good. Let's go to David Aldridge and see what he's picking up on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, I have found something that both teams' coaches agree on. They think that these games are the best possible way to prepare the Olympic team for international competition. The NBA stars are among, if not the best players in the world. So who better to challenge USA's skills and bring them closer together as a team? Back to you guys.
That's a good point. Thanks for that, D.A. Clark, any thoughts on these coaches' assessment?
Well, Kevin, I fully agree with them. I mean, there's no way you can agree with them. Playing against the top talent is really the best way to develop your own game and grow as a player. You know the old saying, iron sharpens iron as one man sharpens another.
Oh, I love it, Clark. Woodson's checked in for the NBA stars. Concac's checked in for Team USA. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Team USA. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Team USA stringing together a decent run here while the NBA stars try to break a cold streak.
A big part of Team USA's strategy has to be making the NBA stars earn their looks. Nothing easy. If they give up quality shots, you know these pros are going to knock them down. So they've got to take away those easy, good looks. It was the pick setting up that slam.
Great team ball.
Yeah, everyone on the same page.
Ewing, good.
Boy, Ewing does a nice job anticipating shot trajectories, realizing how quick to position himself on that offensive glass.
Seasting passes to Woodson. It's tipped. Inside, stolen. Fast break, it's the NBA stars. Chalk up 2 there.
As a playmaker, Seasting has a good feel for the game and rewards his guys for getting open.
Team USA leading by 11. Coach, no question Team USA is going to have to work overtime to effectively defend the NBA stars.
Well, outworking the pros might just be the key. Team USA is full of energetic young guys. So all-out effort on that end could be the difference maker.
And finished off by Williams.
Absolutely loving what I'm seeing right there.
Wow, a slam with an exclamation point.
They're cutting into this lead.
Alford passes to Jordan, lays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 24 points.
You really can't overstate how many exciting rising stars there are on this Team USA roster. Dynamic college athletes, many of whom already have big NBA expectations attached to them. Not the biggest guy by any means, but that lift more than makes up for it.
Shots good by Turner.
An unselfish big man. Ewing is all for setting his teammates up.
Pass to Woodson. The pass to Williams. And it's blocked by Jordan.
With an incredible 4-foot vertical leap and that 6'11 wingspan, it's tough to get a shot over Jordan.
Yeah, you know, he takes the hit, but looks like he didn't get his feet set in time.
Yeah, I think there was some movement at the point of contact.
Team USA leading by 13. Here's Jordan. And that's collected by Bird. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Team USA takes possession.
Substitution on the court.
Five seconds left here in the first half of basketball. Here's Jordan. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Perkins got his second bucket.
Nice play by Perkins. His instincts and length really show on the offensive glass.
And so it's Team USA, their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Right back after this break. Welcome back, everyone, for the second half of action in this exhibition game between Team USA and the NBA Stars. It has been a fun one so far. Here's Jordan. That's in there. Perkins with the assist.
MJ!
Jordan's got 26.
What stood out to me after a full first half of play is the sense of competition out there on the floor. The NBA Stars aren't handling Team USA with kid gloves. They're giving their all.
Taking a look now at the NBA Stars. Aguirre is out there with Bird. Then there's Thomas. Then there's Paxson. And it's Parrish in at the 5. That's tipped and stolen by Perkins. Here's Alford. That one goes in.
For two.
Alford's got his first basket of the night.
Smart defense from Perkins. When you're reckless with the ball around him, he'll pick your pocket.
And Clark with Team USA, they don't seem to be holding anything back.
Without question, if these young guys are intimidated by playing against pros, they're not showing any signs of that. And you know, it's not so easy to have to go up against the guys you're accustomed to looking up to, Kevin. That takes a lot of confidence.
A lot of guts, you're right. One half gone, Coach, and you have to admit Jordan has looked good matched up against some of these NBA stars.
Oh, absolutely. He's attacking when he wants and finding himself shots, showing no fear against some talented NBA defenders.
Paxson outside. And he banks in the layup. Paxson's got 8 points.
Boy, he's so crafty, Isaiah Thomas, and really unselfish. A pass-first point guard who knows exactly when one of his guys is open and how to get it to him.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Stay aggressive. I don't ever like to see teams pump the brakes when they've got the lead. Stay aggressive, attack, a fantastic way to pad your cushion.
Absolutely. You know a run is coming.
So, Coach Fratello, as we get the second half going here, it's Team USA holding on to the lead.
The problem is that might only further motivate the NBA stars. Being down to amateur players at this point in the game will really fire up their competitive spirit.
Well, that's going to be fun to watch.
What separates Jordan from others, in my mind, is his singular focus. Nothing comes between him and the ultimate goal of winning the game.
Rebounded by Perkins, something he's become very good at while at UNC. The shot's good from Mullen.
Their offensive efficiency has been even better here in the second.
Yeah, just continuing to dial it in on that end and focusing on making good shot selections.
Paxson outside. Outside Thomas from the wing, and the basket is good. Thomas got his second basket of the night. Team USA leading by 22. Pass to Perkins, shoots over Bird, and the rejection by Bird. Here's Aguirre. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, I find this an interesting challenge that all of these players have to deal with. Playing with a coach they're not quite familiar with. That can be more challenging than it seems when you haven't had a lot of practice time to build up a relationship there.
They get it again.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Here's Jordan. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 9 points here in the second half.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
Mike, you can speak about this, but I've always thought it's an interesting dynamic when players have a new or temporary coach in control.
It's really all about respect. As a player, you have to respect what the coach is trying to do. And as a coach, you have to respect that the players aren't fully accustomed to your style and be patient with them.
Sounds like communication key. Here's Jordan, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Jordan's got 35.
Lighting it up, Michael on one tonight.
A lot of this game already in the books, and offensively, Coach, Michael Jordan has been putting on a show, finding shot after shot after shot.
And taking a big scoring lead over Larry Bird. I really think this NBA Stars unit was just unprepared for Jordan. Maybe they thought an amateur would be easy to guard.
Oh, maybe they did. I don't know. It has been interesting, though, hasn't it? Here's a player. And no good.
And this is how you defend a player like him. Nice job contesting without fouling.
Jordan with the bucket.
Once Jordan gets inside with the rock, it's practically all over. He's that consistent at close range.
Passes to Paxson. To the middle. Here's Thomas. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. 8 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Saw that play developing and hit him in stride towards the cup.
Paxson against Jordan. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
Parrish. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
You know, every player wants to win a game they're playing in. But in this matchup, there's some extra pride and motivation on the line. These NBA stars want to put the next generation in check. And Team USA wants to show us they're ready for the lead.
It's Thomas on the wing. The dish to Bird. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
We know Bird can shoot it, but what makes Larry an elite offensive force, his ability to score from anywhere.
Alford with the bucket. That try on the line certainly has added some extra mic intensity to this game.
You can just see it in the eyes of the players, especially here late in the game. This game might not count for the record books, but these teams are hungry to prove that they can get the better of each other.
This has really been fun. Well, most of this game behind us now, and all you can say about Michael Jordan's performance, Mike Fratello, is wow. I mean, what a show he has put on against these NBA stars.
He certainly does look league ready, doesn't he?
Ooh.
You can just see why fans are so excited about Jordan's potential as part of an NBA team.
I mean, he's got everything. And there's Isaiah Thomas, the assist by Parrish.
Boy, inside, the defense goes all out trying to stop Thomas, but he stays focused and manages to get around them for the bucket.
You must applaud what Michael Jordan has done in this game. He certainly hasn't looked like an amateur. He's looked like a pro.
The NBA Stars trail by 20. And so, Coach, it's Team USA currently in the lead with most of this game now behind us.
Give a lot of credit to the young guys of Team USA for being in this position. But they can't take their foot off the gas now because the NBA Stars will play hard right up until the buzzer.
Boy, what a ruthless, wicked dribble move that time by Jordan. Threw his defender off and got the space he needed to fire.
Now a timeout called by the NBA Stars.
You know, I can imagine that coach is giving them an earful about what's happening in the paint. They've got to clean that up.
Yeah, their interior defense has been too easy to crack. Time to get physical down low.
The Stars making a switch here. McHale's checked in, and Team USA making a change here as well. Tisdale, he's checked in for Sam Perkins. Thomas, good.
Good work inside from Thomas. He has a knack for knowing how to cash in from this area.
Here's Alford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Isaiah Thomas.
That's on Isaiah Thomas.
2 shots.
Well, there's a reason it was way off. He got fouled.
Yeah, easy whistle.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Stars. Paxson outside. Fires from the wing. Missed for the first time this game. He's 5 for 6. Team USA leading by 22. Ewing the pass to Alford. It's stolen by McHale. Here's the break. Here's Paxson. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Jordan.
Hey, D up on Michael.
And McHale pulls it down. Here's Aguirre, and the dunk by Aguirre.
That's why Jim Paxson piles up the big assist numbers. How about that dish?
Pass to Ewing. Here's Alford. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Ewing. Count that one.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Now here's Thomas. Defense right on him. The shot's good from Parrish.
No easy way to contain Parrish inside. At 7 feet tall, he often has the advantage.
And the pass to Jordan. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Jordan's got 47 points. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
When you're down and losing, those plays just cannot happen.
You need to stay locked in mentally. Mistakes like that will kill you.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
And a new group getting ready now for the Stars. Williams, he's checked in for Parrish. Whitman comes in for Aguirre. Woodson's checked in for Paxson. And Buckner's subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. A big group substitution here for Team USA. Concax checked in for Ewing. Person comes in for Tisdale. Grant, he's checked in for Mullen. And it's Reynolds in for Alford. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Team USA with the ball. Grant against McHale. Here's Person. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
2 points for Chuck Person.
Pass to Whitman. Down low. And it's Williams with the jam.
Excellent vision on display, dropping a dime to set up his teammate.
They're running away with this one right now.
Now they're just seeing how big they can make this lead.
And the NBA Stars with possession. Buckner the pass to McHale. The layup off target. There's 38 seconds left in this one. Grant the bounce pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant. Robert Parrish is checked in for McHale.
Substitution on the court.
32 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Passes it to Whitman. Feeds it to Parrish. Williams in the post, working on Grant. And that one, good.
You know, I think when you give up second chance points, a lot of it comes down to simply a lack of effort.
Yeah, it's simple. A key part of playing good defense is limiting the offense to one shot. And that starts with boxing out.
Making the defense look powerless. I mean, taking it right inside for the bucket there.
They better be. It has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
And so it's Team USA who is able to capture a win over the NBA Stars in this exhibition contest. Mike, what a game we just saw.
You have to respect what Team USA was able to accomplish here, going up against top-tier competition and managing to come away with the win.
And the NBA Stars taking a loss in Clark that luckily doesn't go on any of their records.
Yeah, I doubt that makes it sting any less, though, Kevin. Getting shown up and beaten by young guys is going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. But like we said, a terrific performance by Team USA.
Michael was extremely competitive in everything he did. In Michael's second year, the Bulls were not any good, and we were the Boston Celtics, and we were on our way as one of the greatest teams ever to play basketball at any level, at any time. In game one, we kill them. Larry, Kevin, Chief, Danny, DJ, they have great games. And at the end of the game, we look at the box score, and this guy named Michael Jordan, he's got 49 points. We just said, well, yeah, he's pretty darn good, but he'll never do that again. Game two takes 41 shots, makes 22 of them, takes 21 free throws and makes 19 of them and goes for 63 points. The Celtics are able to win the game in double overtime, 135 to 131. But we knew how lucky we had been to win that game because Michael was just so spectacular. That was the game where Larry Bird, in his post-game media comments, said, "I've just seen God disguised as Michael Jordan." And the rest is history.
The setting for this one of the most feared venues in the league. Boston Garden, all ready for NBA playoff basketball. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratelli. Mike, Boston holds a 1-0 lead in this series.
And the Celtics showed how dominant they were in Game 1. This is a team that only lost one time at home all season. The Bulls are up against the odds in this one.
And for Chicago, they'll be hoping for another big night from Michael Jordan.
Well, Kevin, in Game 1, he did all the heavy lifting for the Bulls on offense. The Celtics had no answer for him as he went for 49 points. We'll see if they keep looking his way as they try to even up this series.
And the Bulls will start with Charles Oakley and Dave Corzine at the 4 and 5. Running the point will be Kyle Macy. And on the wings, it's the fearsome duo of Michael Jordan and the Iceman, George Gervin. And the Celtics' vaunted front court, Bird and McHale at the forwards, with Robert Parrish in the middle. The backcourt pairing for them, Dennis Johnson and Danny Ainge.
And the Bulls are in dire need to even this series. Losing by 17 points in Game 1, they need to make a statement tonight.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. There's the pass to Corzine. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Jordan, and he gets the bucket. Jordan's got the opening field goal of the game for the Bulls. And Clark, the Bulls can't fall down 0-2 in a 5-game series.
Hey, Kevin, it's hard enough to beat this Celtics team in any series, but to take 3 straight games from them, virtually impossible.
I think you're right. And the big question and my problem for the Celtics, how do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in Game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary their looks.
Showing great intensity around the rim there. It's part of why he's such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Here's Ainge, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Wasted no time on that one.
Remember, Danny Ainge plays shortstop in pro baseball, so he's got the athleticism to nail a pull-up.
Corzine, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Robert Parrish picks one up there. This is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Corzine. And Clark, here's something that no team has been able to do. Slow down the Celtics front court.
Well, there's just so much talent. Actually, too much talent at every position to be able to plug all the holes. They hurt you at both ends of the floor, too. Bird, Mikal, Parrish, all elite players.
I think someday all three will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Here's Jordan. After the basket by Boston. Over Johnson, misses off the right iron. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Ainge against Mason. And the foul on George Gervin. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Ainge with the ball. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And Jordan with 49 points the last game. Mark, any chance you think he'll match that?
I'm never comfortable betting against Michael Jordan, Kevin. This guy is so good and so amazing. He's got the skill and the will to do it. I think a lot depends on what kind of defense the Celtics play on.
And that's going to be the thing to watch.
This is the winning mindset Jordan brings to his team. Enjoys feeding his open teammates.
Bird outside. Pass to Parrish. Here's Mikal. Corzine defending. Shoots from the baseline. Mikal misses. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And Jordan gets it to go.
Relentless. You make contact with Jordan, it doesn't affect him at all.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
You know, I admit there is a little bit of a gray area when it comes to setting screens, but that one is pretty clear cut to me.
Yeah, gotta have your feet set. He didn't. Easy call for the officials.
Walton's checked in for the Celtics. Seaston comes in for Dennis Johnson. The Bulls with the lead.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have George for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
Here's Walton, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Here's Ainge. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He had space to operate inside, but just couldn't get it to fall.
Jordan the pass to Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Nice pass from Jordan there, demonstrating that he's more than just a scorer.
Bird outside. Will it go? They get it back. And the layup is good. Mikal's got 6.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly, that was their game plan coming in.
So timeout called here, the first for Chicago.
Looks like to me the coach wants to talk things over and make some changes. Got to stay flexible with your lineups.
And his guys know that. It's all about setting the team up for success out there.
Evans checked in for Ainge.
Scott Wedman.
The Bulls leading by 4.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in Game 1. It was within reach until the fourth quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And you know, it really came down to the experience of the Celtics. That was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well.
Paxson passes to Banks. Walton with the steal. Here's Wedman. Here's McHale. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Relentless on the boards. McHale will outwork any opponent. You have to try to match his level of energy.
The shot's good from Paxson.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
McHale outside. Here's Bird. It's deflected.
Look at Corzine going after the shot, using his reach to knock it away.
Jordan. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 10.
He's so difficult to slow down when he gets that fire in his eyes.
Seasting passes to Bird. Count that bucket.
Well, I tell you what, this game's been a lot of fun to watch because these teams, they've got it going on early.
Hang on to your hats. They're getting after it.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. And he drops it in from the low post.
Tell you what, a steal like that with the conversion to back it up can really start moving things in your direction. Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Bulls up by 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round 1 matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Celtics, trailing by 2.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up-and-down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
Bird is out there with Kevin McHale. Then it's Parrish. Then it's Ainge. And it's Johnson in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
Michael Jordan.
And it's in there.
He is money from there. Jordan is so comfortable operating from mid-range.
And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passes the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. And now, let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing with San Antonio most of his career. The 7th all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, DA. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Well said.
You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here during the regular season, a dominating home court advantage for the Celtics this year.
And Mike, the Celtics, as you said, so dominant at home.
And that home record has everyone in the East nervous about playing them. The Celtics can make the most out of a home court advantage. Hard to see anybody taking many games here.
Bulls making a switch here. Aces checked in, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Why'd they foul there? Let it go.
Time and score. You have to be aware of both.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. And Gervin sends it back. You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons. seasons
Michael
in a
Jordan.
row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the
Michael
best
Jordan.
small forward ever. Wow. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise. Here's Ainge after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Bird kicks to Johnson. Bird against Irving. Shot clock at 5. From outside the arc. And Larry Bird, good for 3. Bird's got his third basket of the night right there.
And that's devastating for the defense. Can't let Bird beat the clock and hurt you like this.
And as we expected, Mike Fratello, the Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
3 future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. And Jordan now over 20
Michael
points
Jordan.
in the first half. Mike, looks like another big game is brewing for him.
And he has that look in his eye early on. At this rate, who knows how many points he'll end up with.
Well said. And Mike looking at the 2 stars for the team. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to. Shots good by Oakley. Mike, the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael Jordan.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Bird. Green finds Jordan. Here's Oakley. Green breaking loose. Oakley misses.
Outstanding anticipation defensively, turning an easy shot into a very hard one.
Yeah, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Chicago leading by 3. To the wing on the left. Here's Macy. And Boston with the rebound. Here's Bird. He's got 9. Johnson wide open. He fires. And he makes that one. Parrish has got 4 points this quarter.
The long arms of Parrish, using that incredible length to do damage on the offensive glass. And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings.
Celtics
Look,
foul.
Boston was beating
Kevin
just about
McHale.
everyone at that rate.
First personal foul.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Bulls, Charles Oakley. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
The enforcer of this team without question. Charles Oakley intimidates the opposition, and that's a big deal for this squad.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Walton's checked in for McCabe. Redmond comes in for Larry Bird. And it's Easting in for Dennis Johnson. And the shot goes in.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Chicago leading. Shoots from 14, and the shot goes down.
David Corzine.
Corzine's got 6.
Nice touch on the mid-range shot by Corzine, giving it just enough power to drop it in.
Here is Seasting, guarded by Paxson. The shot by Seasting, no good. Banks passes to Oakley. The 3-ball. He shoots again. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. A view of the Charles River, not far from where we are, Boston Garden, and getting ready for the second half. We're here in Boston for Game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston. Celtics trailed by 3.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And now, let's go to DA.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants. And he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. He's back on the floor. Guys?
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Corzine. Oakley is out there with Gervin. Then it's Macy, and it's Jordan in at the 2. And that's a surprising time, Clark, for an intentional foul.
It sure is. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish right there. I'll tell you what, he better have a good reason for it, or he's going to be seeing some extra pine time.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Jordan's running. Finished off the break. Jordan's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
All too easy for Jordan. Just unfazed by anything the defense throws at him. He's got an answer.
And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure. Jordan deciding where to go with it. From down in the low post, it goes. Jordan's got 26 points.
The touch on Jordan's close-range shots is really outstanding. He almost makes it look simple and easy to score in close like that.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
Good time for a huddle. Gives them a chance to strategize and figure out how to stop giving him shots.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Bird dishes to McHale. Doesn't go that time. Jordan with some nice D.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Like his work ethic, I know impresses you so much.
And this demonstrates his strong work ethic. His teammates appreciate how hard he goes on the offensive glass.
Parrish the pass to McHale. And it's Kevin McHale with the finish.
So good at using his height to scan the floor. Parrish capable of finding open teammates this way.
The Bulls leading by 6. Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan, Mike, in the final 5 games of the season. An unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach, but I know you appreciate that game so much. Jordan against Ainge. Pass to Bird. Here's McHale. The second effort. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their second season.
From in close with force.
Well, they need all the points they can get, guys.
In a tight game like this, dunks feel extra important.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Like a lot of impact players coming in that 1984 draft class in the NBA.
And the talent is at all positions. Great guards, forwards, and of course, Hakeem as a center. He'll go down as one of the best draft classes in a long, long time.
You are so right. The first one falls.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Milton's checked in for Parrish. Redmond comes in for Danny Ainge. And it's Easting in for Dennis Johnson. Hanks checked in for the Bulls. Paxson comes in for Kyle Mason. The Bulls leading by 6. And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
I bet Bird is impressed too. Like the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
You're right. Banks with the ball, and it's McHale picking him up. Here's Jordan. It's good.
Michael Jordan.
And now a 10-point Chicago lead.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving the Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
Here is Easting, guarded by Paxson. The shot by Easting, no good.
Not a strong finish there, resulting in a rare miss from him.
And it's Jordan slamming it down.
Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
Here is Easting. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Inside. It's hauled in by Oakley.
Solid defensive effort, putting in the work to protect the hoop and disrupt his shot.
Paxson outside. Here's Jordan. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
John Paxson.
Paxson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Jordan's got a lot of flash to his game. A terrific guard, loves getting tricky with his ball handling and creating shots for himself.
Here's McHale. Got it. Good job in the low post. McHale's got 16 points.
Slick move, coming off the pick and going straight to the hoop.
Here's Jordan, and it's blocked. Here's Wedman. Pass to McHale. Here's Easting, and the layup's good off the glass.
Selfless play by McHale with the ball. Didn't like what he saw for himself, so he gives it away.
And so it's Chicago with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. We come back right after this. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. Bulls leading by 10.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
They've got Ainge. Kevin McHale out there with Parrish. Then there's Wedman. And it's Johnson in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And slam dunk by McHale.
McHale can put up points in a hurry, folks. So efficient in how he scores.
And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said, he looks locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
Scott Weldon with the feed.
Now Paxson.
And you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break. Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
No such thing as running up the score at this level.
Here's Wedman. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Poke loose. Paxson with the steal. Jordan down low.
Michael Jordan.
Johnson on him. Michael Jordan again.
John Paxson.
Well, I tell you, his vision has been outstanding in this one, finding many opportunities to create for his team.
This is how you run an offense, moving the ball and rewarding ready shooters.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. Macy, he's checking for the Bull.
Kyle Macy.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Mike Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet, always doing the little things.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. He can spark the team with a few hustle plays, three-pointers, a great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Stars.
Terrific fit. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 14-point game. Here's Jordan. Jordan had 49 in game one and creeping up on that here.
Clever pass by Macy. He spots a guy ready to score and makes sure he gets the ball.
The shot's good from Parrish.
Playing to their strengths, Boston doing a nice job feeding the Chief inside and utilizing his size.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
You know, it's not just on the players to change things up. It's up to these coaches. To make the right reads as well.
It's more than just encouraging or yelling at them when needed. There's a lot of strategy that goes into this game.
Bird, he's checked in for the Celtics. And a change for the Bulls. Charles Oakley, he's checked in for Banks. Johnson, the pass to Ainge. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's Parrish missing.
A perfect example there of how to protect the rim.
To have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, such an asset defensively.
Outside for Jordan. Second chance shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 52 points.
Found a crease, took advantage, and got it in close.
And adds to this lead. They're
2
having
minutes
their
remaining in the
way.
game. 2 minutes.
Coach, a tough stretch for this offense.
I'd say they need to get back to what they do best. Right now, that's a question mark.
A big question mark.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bird. Shot from the wing. Here's McHale. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. McHale's got 12 points here in the second half. Macy passes it to Corzine. Now Jordan. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Boston timeout.
They appear to have vice gripped this one, especially with the clock melting away.
Just have to continue to play smart. As long as they do this, they should be able to grab the W here.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
On the court.
They're behind by 18. 1:27 left here in the fourth quarter. So Boston ends up going with a new group. And there's the pass to Seasting. Here's Vincent. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Goes up again, and the basket by Walton.
Some contact just isn't enough against Walton. You got to do more to shut down a gifted interior scorer like him.
Jordan outside. Basket good.
Michael
Jordan's got 56 points in the game.
And this run has helped seal the win.
Give them credit for executing down the stretch. Nice work.
Here's Kite, defended by Oak. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Macy passes to Jordan. Michael Jordan with 58, just 3 points away from tying the postseason record of 61. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 11 feet away, and it's off the back rim, no good. Clark just let the clock run out.
It's celebration time.
Clark,
Michael Jordan.
I can't believe my eyes. Jordan now at 60 points. He is one off the playoff scoring record.
I tell you what, I can't believe mine either. And the way it's going, you've got to think Jordan's going to get this record. What a special night for a gifted and unique young player.
And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1 in the next 2 games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the Celtics might not make it.
The thing that I liked most about Michael Jordan as a player was the fact that I didn't have to try to guard him. If you had a poor defensive scheme, he was going to fill the hoop up until you either figured it out or the game was over and you lost the game. Some of his acrobatic drives to the hoop are just remarkable. You know, he could get past the defense and use a little bit of English off of the glass. The ball drops in so nice. It takes some really advanced skills to do that consistently. The 1988 All-Star Game was a showcase for Michael. Michael had figured out all the things he needed to know to be a dominant player. Everything. One-on-one, couldn't guard him. What Michael Jordan showed the whole sports world was the fact that you put the right people with him, he's going to lead them to world championships, without question. He was a prime example of excellence and a leader that would lead you all the way to the top, all the way to the top. That was basketball at its finest.
The L weaving its way through these quiet winter streets as all the action is inside the raucous Chicago Stadium.
To the All-Star Game. Get up and get loud for your West All-Stars. At forward, making his 7th All-Star appearance, the standout veteran of the Denver Nuggets, 6'7", Alex English. Making his All-Star debut, the front court star of the Utah Jazz, the mailman, 6'9", Karl Malone. The man in the middle, an all-star, each of his 4 pro seasons from the Houston Rockets, 7 feet, Hakeem Olajuwon. At guard, making his first all-star appearance, the virtual star of the Denver Nuggets, 6'3", Lafayette Fat Lever. And the NBA leader in assists in his 8th all-star game from the Los Angeles Lakers, 6'9", Irving Magic Johnson. The head coach of the West All-Stars is Brad Nelson. Let's hear it for your West All-Stars. And now, the starting lineup for the Eastern Conference. At forward, a 3-time most valuable player, an all-star each of his 9 seasons from the Boston Celtics, 6'9", Larry Bird. He's one of the NBA's most exciting players in his 3rd all-star game from the Atlanta Hawks, 6'8", Donovan.
Greetings, everyone.